All right, Wood Creek parents, I want to give you a quick updated demonstration of Hudl.com. You go to Hudl.com. This is going to be your login screen. Go woodcreekaquatics@gmail.com. Password is going to be go creek the number 1. I'm going to go through pretty quickly because I know some of the videos in the past have been long. This is for boys varsity. This is the landing page. You can see different things between highlights and video. Let me show you if you could click on video. So you can see video from the last. You can actually use this navigator to see different videos that for in the video library. If you want to just look at games that we've had for this particular year, you can click on those. So an example would be, let's say again, there's video in here that's been clipped for 6-on-5 opportunities. If the boys want to be able to watch that, or coaches want to be able to share things with them, there's entire games here. I'm going to go through and show you how you can actually watch a game, take away highlights to and share some of those highlights with folks. It's pretty fun. So we go ahead and click on play onto this. So this is the video editor, or the video viewer. I just fast forwarded to the beginning. So then a couple different things here. You can actually watch this at you can change the quality, what speed you want to watch the game at. You can also do different filters into if the game has been tagged. What I try to do is watch the film and then tag different plays. So an example would be if something that my son was involved with. There are 3 tags that match that particular search. If I hit play, you can actually see there's Jacob passing it out to Colton, Colton passing it back into Jacob, Jacob making a play. We can actually immediately hit next, get to the next place. Here you have a ball getting passed out, Colton from the top, and making a goal. Okay, so let's remove that tag for a minute, and again, we'll just go back to the beginning of the game. You can always just watch the game. You just watch the game as you want. And I'm going to show you how you actually take clips and take those clips and to create a highlight reel. And I'm actually going to remove these because I had already done it earlier. All right. So again, you can just go through and watch a game, highlight different areas of the game. This is the Wood Creek parents log in. It's as if you are an athlete in the game, so you can create your own highlight, or you can go into your son's login and then create some clips. So what we're going to do though, just to make it a little bit easier for us, well, I'll hit play and I'll show you. So if you were to create a clip, let's say something happened here and you wanted to highlight that, you can hit create clip, click on that particular area, and you can actually expand and contract based on going up and down here as to what's happening. Hit play. Maybe for some reason you wanted to highlight that particular piece. Again, you can expand and contract. If it gets really big, too big, you can always hit decrease, and it minimizes kind of the way the whole thing works. All right. Hope that makes sense. I know it's probably a little bit tough, but so I'll show you another thing real quick. Is that you can actually go to, we're going to get rid of this clip right there. Let's go to tags, and I want to show you how, if nothing else, how Dylan could go through and make a bunch of cool highlights real quick. Okay, so we have things that have been happening during the game. Here's a block. You can see right there, Dylan makes that block. So if it's been tagged, you can always just right click on this and hit clip the tag. That's going to be right here. We can advance into the next one that is involving Dylan and that. Hit play. This is a 5-meter opportunity. There it is. So I could actually right click on this, but I'm going to show you how to do it as well as if you go to create clip into this particular area. So we click on this. Looks like we started off a little bit too late. We're going to start off a little bit earlier. Again, we started off too late. I'm going to decrease the field so we can actually see what happened. Again, I started off way too late. Here it is. Hit play or pause in a second. Here he's going for the shot. So we're going to decrease the starting place to about there. There we go. Nice block on a 5 meter. So we'll decrease that down. I'm going to hit save the clip. So now we have 2 clips that have been created. Some in advance. I could just keep on watching the game. I could create a clip. But because this game has already been tagged, we can actually look for his information. So we're going to go ahead and actually create a clip right here rather than right-clicking. Let's see what's going on. We click on this link. This is, whoops. Click on this. There's that block. The nice thing about this particular one is that it then creates a fast break opportunity. You can see Curtis went out from the top, goes for a fast break to create a goal, which is pretty cool. So this clip looks pretty good. We're gonna hit save clip. Gonna keep on watching. Let's go to the next one. Here's another block. It was a good block. I'm going to go ahead and right clip that one, clip the tag, hit play again, go to the next tag. There's that block, and I'm going to go ahead and clip that tag. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to take all of these and hit send to highlights. And that's going to send those highlights. It's kind of funny. They're actually, you can only create highlights for your own account. So this is under the Wood Creek, parent account. But let me show you if you were to log in under your son's account, what that would, look like, or if your son does it. You hit exit up here. We're exited out of that game. Okay. So now we can go through and go to, Wood Creek parent, and that you can click on this. You can go to highlights. You can actually go to highlights, here as well. You can see other, players. Highlights. You can see the the team, the individual team. There's Colton as an example. You can see different things that they've been involved with. But let's say we want to just go into. I want to show you how to make some fun highlights for yourself. So it goes to, you go over on the right hand side, your highlights. Here's that Davis high one that we just did. It was made for. It's 45 seconds now. It's a minute ago. If we click on this, it's going to pull it all together, all those plays. Then it's going to go right into the next one. There it is. I know you guys hear me say "there it is" so many times. I got to get out of that. So, and you can share this with whether it be Facebook, something like that, if you wanted to actually show it. But I want to go to a step further and show you something cool that you can do with those highlights. So we have, let's say, several different highlights that have occurred over the past after several different games, because it groups it by games. But you can actually go over here and say create highlight, and we're going to call this just a you put it up over on the top, Dylan Fun. You can pick the theme that you want the it to be, and then you can actually, you're going to create a reel. And so what you do is you actually click over here on plus videos, which we want the boys varsity water polo team. We want what seasons, the 2018-19, there it is. There's 11 highlights from Davis, which I believe is a lot of the repeats from different ones. So let's say we're to take just 1, 2, 3 highlight, or 4 highlights. Add those to the reel. Okay. Now we can click on each individual one down here. Take a look. It's kind of nice. So we're going to hit this. Watch it. So there was a nice block. So we can, first of all, edit this. Maybe it needs to be shortened down a little bit. You can cut it down a little bit because you want to create a little bit shorter for a highlight reel. So there it ended. Now, if we want to create also something fun on here to highlight Dylan as he's getting ready to do it, you click on this, and you can create different arrow points and things like that. Let's see what this is. It's like a lightning bolt in that, or the Gatorade lightning bolt. And you can actually drag this along, and you'll see the actual position of where it is in the. Look for the player right here with the ball up. So he starts to wind up. That's kind of where I want that lightning bolt to show up. It stops play for just a second. Okay. And then I'm also going to maybe hit. There it is. You can see it. And I can say, if I want to put lettering, Dylan Evans block. And I can also change where I want that to go, which I actually liked where it was already. Maybe I want to put it over there on the right hand side. So now I hit done. That particular play is ready. So now we move on to the next one. Click on this. And again, we edit this real quick. We're going to trim that down, even though it's already pretty short. Trim it down like that. If we want, we could go through and add that to it. Look for the wind-up for him. We can decrease the size of this. We can do something else. Say it's okay. Hit done. Move on to the next one. One last one. There's that 5 meter. Looks like it hit him right in the face. Whoops. I didn't actually want that. I think you hit right click. Oh no, what do I do to remove that? Delete that. Okay, I wanted to edit the time frame. Oof, right in the head. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and highlight this. Decrease the size of it. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and again we can put in some lettering. 5 meter block. Dylan. Hit done. Going to not bore you too much longer. We'll get one last one here. This is a block that then turned out into a fast break opportunity. So let's go ahead and edit this again. Block Curtis on the fast break, right there, over there to the goal. Perfect. So we'll adjust this down just a little bit right there. And maybe we do some lettering. Dylan block. Fast break. Curtis. Oops. There we go. Hit done. So that's again, we have 4 clips that we've edited, put together, on here. So if you wanted to also add some music into it real quick, hit plus. You can hit slides in there in between. I'm going to show you just real quick, music. Let's say you want to add this music, to it. Bam, it's got that, music done to it, and we're going to go ahead and publish, this. Okay, so it takes a little bit to do it. Let's say get the URL from this, or let's see if it works. Play your highlight. Going to take a couple minutes. Let's see what it would actually look like. Come on now. And again, this is going to be under Wood Creek Parents highlight. It's not technical. If you were to log in under your son's account, or your son were to log in, then you can create this fun highlight. I hope I was able to show you guys fairly quickly what Hudl has the capability of doing. It has some fun stuff. It has a lot of things that for coaches where they can actually create things. Whoops, here we go. Perfect. So let's see what this sounds like now if we go back to the beginning. So that gives you an idea what you can do. You can see that you can actually take that and share that on Facebook if that's something that you'd like to do. You share it on other kind of places as you go through and create pieces. I just again wanted to show you what Hudl has the capability of doing. Please reach out to me if you have any questions.